Well, expect that from the Netherlands. No, there was actually one antics that that antics, understand what he was talking about. He did not really shout, but there was something he did when he kept one out in that penalty shootout, which he wasn't supposed to do.
Well, the referee should have called it. He should have retaken the penalty, but since the referee didn't mention it, the referee didn't caution him, he felt it was legitimate to do that, and he actually did that and saved the penalty well. But we need to give credit to Louis van Gaal. Okay. It was a tactical masterstroke. I don't think anyone saw it coming. Tim Krul has just saved 2 penalties out of the 20 spot kicks he has been faced with in Newcastle. That's 20. He saved just 2, and look at how brilliant he was. He actually followed every single penalty, and he tried to put fear, strike fear into the opponents. Fair tactics really, from fair game plan from Louis van Gaal and Tim Krul. It shows that you really need to be looking at the possibility of penalties. When you're in a knockout game, you don't just waste your substitutions thinking you need to win. You need to win it in 90 minutes or in extra time. You need to have one eye really on penalties. The Dutch side have been really unlucky with penalties.
Okay, of course, and this time around,
look how clinical they were. It shows they did their homework pretty well, and they made sure that...
Are you going to change your mind if they can win it this time, or you're still sticking with the Germans?
Well, I still have to stick with
Okay, now let's take a look at the Brazilian team. Of course, they trained yesterday without their star man Neymar, who is recovering. He has gone back home, Sao Paulo, where he will be recovering for the next 3 to 4 weeks. And of course, for him, how bad are they really going to miss Neymar? Judging from the fact that he has been more like the playmaker in the team. You talked about Thiago Silva won't be playing because he's having 2 yellow cards, and the Brazilian national team are actually appealing to FIFA to rescind the yellow card decisions. But I don't think that will be done because other teams also are facing the same issue. How big is it for them? I mean, how bad will it be for them missing Neymar?
It's going to be a massive blow. Massive blow. They've lacked some spark, really. Truth be said, they've lacked some spark in this World Cup. They could bring some players in, a couple of players in, to help with the creativity they're going to miss from Neymar, the spark. The players like Willian, players like Hernandez come into midfield, that they could sacrifice one of the holding midfielders, just to add that flair, to bring back that flair they will lose from Neymar's absence. But it's going to be a massive. I don't think anyone can currently feel his shoes. They are actually struggling in the striking department with Fred
Hawk.
So losing Neymar would be a really massive blow.
Angel Di Maria for Argentina.
Yeah.
Apart from Messi, he's still another creative midfielder who is really good for them.
Yeah, he works in tandem with Messi. Great understanding between those 2 players. But I think Argentina are more covered than Brazil in this aspect. We have players like Sergio Aguero coming back. Is returning. Ezekiel Lavezzi from the bench as well could put in a really decent shift, in Di Maria's position. So I believe the Argentines are more covered. Although it's going to be a huge blow. Di Maria's had a fantastic year, so we shouldn't forget what he has achieved with Real Madrid. Yeah, exactly. Okay. So Argentina are more covered, but I think both will be playing the 3rd place game.
Okay, all South American 3rd place, and of course all European finals. All right, at least you'll be here on Monday, and you guys tell me that because the finals it's on Sunday, and of course for the semi-finals you have the first one tomorrow on Tuesday, Germany and Brazil playing tomorrow, and of course the Netherlands and Argentina playing on Wednesday. Okay, that's all for this segment. Now, after this short break, of course, we will talk about what is happening back home. Nigerian Football Federation, committee, 2 committees actually be inaugurated today, and of course one is the electoral committee ahead of the elections. Remember, the Aminu Megeri-led board, they have been asked to go. Okay, we're talking about the electoral committee. Today they will definitely constitute the new electoral committees. These committees were existing before, but because of the fact that the Aminu Megeri board was actually asked to go, they had to come up with are the names that will be in charge of the election of Nigerian Football Federation. And you have the names on your screen. And of course, the first one, you have Barrister Jerick Rowland from the South. You have Barrister Usman A. Usman from Northwest. And you have Mrs. Margaret Ako from North Central, Hassan Madamu from Northeast, Barrister Emeka Asirugu from Southeast, Ademola Abbas from Southwest, Christ ACN from South, and Lawrence Katken, that is the secretary, the sole administrator presently now of the board. And if we have to see the Electoral Appeals Committee, also you have Barrister Effiong Oboho, Dr. Isaac Akinloye, Thomas Awok, Wariberi Sonari, and you have Simeon Giang, and the secretary of that appeal committee, you have Queen Otarakbo, and this committee will be inaugurated today by the Secretary General of the Acting Secretary General of Nigerian Football Federation, Lawrence Katken. He was actually, made the Secretary General by the Sports Minister after court asked the NFF to leave the position, and of course with the General Assembly coming together about all the chairmen of the different football association from the country, all of them came together on Saturday, and of course they had to pass a vote of no confidence on the Aminu Megari-led board, and of course you had him leaving office. So, well, it's a huge one, of course. It's really been something that everyone has been talking about. How is it going to affect Nigerian football? Well, for some, they feel it's really a better one. You have a new administration coming in and you have more credible people coming in. It's not as if the people there before were not credible, but they feel a little bit of fund mismanagement that actually led to Super Eagles not wanting to train and all that.
Yeah, it's really huge. This determines if our football is actually going to be catered for much better. We need to get it right this time around. We don't want any sort of chaos, heading into a competition again. We could have achieved so much in Brazil without these distractions.
It was a whole lot of distractions, of course.
We failed to take advantage of the opportunities that presented itself. But as I said, it's really huge. We need to get this right.
Get it right once and for all, yeah. Well, another one is that the reports that the Super Eagles have been paid $130,000 each as appearance fee for the World Cup. That's the fee that actually led them not to train, in the game against France. But we'll leave that for now and go straight to, athletics. Okay, this is a slide on your screen. Let's get about $130,000 each. And of course, even those that help them to qualify for the World Cup also got some cash. And of course, the team officials and all that, some of them got as much as $25,000 each. Now, Blessing Okagbare, the lady on your screen, of course, she is back. Remember, in Switzerland, she failed to finish in the 100 meters. But in 200 meters, she decided to actually make it count in Paris in the Diamond League on Saturday night. And of course, she ran a time of 22.32 seconds to win it. Well, ahead of one big lady, talking about Felix. And of course, not only Alicia Felix, and of course, you have her greatest rival, Shelley Fraser-Pryce, coming fifth. Yeah,
really great one for Blessing Okagbare. She just keeps making her country proud. She won the bronze medal last year in Moscow, but she has done well to win the gold medal ahead of really
favorite Alison Felix. You have her there, and of course Shelley Fraser-Pryce. Of course, she's getting it. But there's something she said after this race that she said she will focus more on sprints because of the appeal to the public. Doesn't mean we're not going to be seeing a Blessing Okagbare in long jump in Commonwealth Games. I'm just thinking.
I believe we'll see her.
All of them.
Yeah, she could really participate in everything if she really wants to. She's so talented. She just needs to dedicate more time to the sprint. I actually think she needs to do more actually in the sprint races, like the 100 meters. I believe she can do more. She has the potential to.
Okay, all right, that's for Blessing Okagbare. We'll go straight to tennis now. Of course, Novak Djokovic winning his second Wimbledon title, a huge one, the 7th Grand Slam for him. About 10 behind Roger Federer. But playing him, of course, is a special one for him. And he actually thanked him for letting him win that particular one. A 5-set thriller it was. Enjoy it.
And please show your appreciation for this year's runner-up, Roger Federer.
This is majestic footwork from Djokovic. He's dancing around the baseline. Thank you.
Honing in once again.
Djokovic step in and take a chance on this return. Second serve.
That's unusual. Wow, that's unusual.
Mr. Djokovic is
He can't believe it. He's challenging it because he's missed the forehand from that position. That can only be pressure. The return.
Very special. Most special Grand Slam final I've played. And at the time of my career, for this Grand Slam trophy to arrive is crucial. Especially, as I said, after losing several Grand Slam finals in a row. Started, of course, doubting a little bit, and I needed this win a lot. And I'm going to try to use it in the best possible way, and for my confidence to grow for the rest of the season and rest of my career. To be able to win against him as one of my greatest rivals on this occasion, and the court where he was dominating for so many years, it makes this trophy very special for me.
Definitely a special one for him. Well, for Roger Federer, how does he really feel losing to Novak Djokovic in the Grand Slam final?
Believing and kept, you know, trying to play offensive tennis, and I'm happy it paid off in some instances. So, as you can imagine, I'm very disappointed, you know, not being rewarded with victory, but it was close, you know. Novak deserved it at the end, clearly, but it was extremely close.
What do you think about the match? It was really...
Well, certainly, I must be honest, I didn't expect Federer to get this far.
Okay.
First and foremost. But when both of them were paired in the final, I felt Federer could actually do it and get his 18th, you know, Grand Slam title, which would have been fantastic. But he played really well. He forced Djokovic all the way. But Djokovic was more determined. He wanted it more, and he's got his 7th Grand Slam, already aiming to get to, you know, topple Roger Federer. But I don't believe this is going to be possible. Yeah. 10. Is huge. 10,
okay,
10 is huge. But that's enough motivation.
Yeah, enough motivation. And of course, the good one is he is back as world #1. Well, dethroning Rafael Nadal once again. And of course, well, too many things going on for Novak Djokovic, expecting a baby, and of course, the wedding is coming up and winning the Grand Slam. Well, you said double celebrations for him.
Eating the grass after it Wimbledon win. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Okay, you find that. Okay, no, all for the Wimbledon, of course. Yeah, Petra Kito actually winning it. Tyre is not here. I think I get to laugh at him tomorrow because he said he wanted Eugene Bouchard to actually win it, but it was Petra Kito winning a 2nd Grand Slam. I think, remember when she won it, it was also Djokovic who won the men. Well, I think these two people actually have something in common, but definitely they are not together. Well, for Lewis Hamilton, it's a good one for him since 2008. That was the last time he won at Silverstone, the British Grand Prix. But right now, he is at it again, winning it. And of course, for Nico Rosberg, he retired.
Yeah, when Hamilton won it in 2008, he actually went on to win.
To win, exactly.
Yeah, win the driver's title. So that's great motivation for him. And Mercedes, once again, you know, leading the way and doing so well so far in 2014.
Okay, so well so far. Well, I think if we have time now, if we can just listen to them, how they feel about it. Okay, director is already screaming, don't have time. All right, we'll close with the papers today. Thank you so much for being part of the show. Business Money, of course, is up next, live from Abuja. Thank you for being part of the program. Bye for now.